Certainly not from what Arsene Wenger said today. It's certainly a story that's been floating around now for a couple of weeks, either sort of on Twitter or social media. I think the Times did it the other day, the Sun did it yesterday, and it was just. I think he was quite dismissive actually in the recent past, Arsene Wenger, about Dimitar Berbatov, and so it didn't surprise me that it was equally dismissive in what he said again, in as much that he's not a name, he said, that we've considered at the moment. I'd be surprised if that one comes off, because I think not only would Fulham need persuading to sell while they're wrapped up in a deadly relegation battle at the moment, but also I think that Berbatov would be a stopgap signing. There's no two ways about it. He'd probably need persuading to do it with an 18-month or 2.5-year contract. Would Arsenal really want to do that when perhaps in the summer they'll be looking in a different direction for a longer-term strategy? I think the ideal is that Arsenal get someone in January who would be the long-term signing. I think the reality is that January offers you very few opportunities to do that, so it probably will be a stopgap. But judging from what Arsene Wenger says, I don't think it'll be Berbatov. I think the other thing with Berbatov, he can tend to slow the game down a bit, whereas Arsenal, very quick, fluid passing movement. And I think Berbatov, is a brilliant player, wonderful to watch, and maybe they need someone to complement and be a different sort of style of player. But I think if he was to fit straight into the Arsenal team, I think he'd have to be a little bit more pacey, a bit more sort of speed of thought and movement, and I'm not sure that whether Berbatov fits the bill.